Have you ever noticed that after loss, things you used to handle without thinking suddenly feel impossible? A crowded room, a phone call, a trip to the grocery store. One more responsibility, one more person asking you for something. Feeling like life has stopped, but also feeling like it's spinning so fast that you can't keep up. You start wondering, what's wrong with me? Why does everything seem so overwhelming? Nothing is wrong with you. Your capacity changed. We learn real quickly that after a major loss, you don't have the same capacity you used to. And if you keep trying to live like you do, you'll drain yourself trying to survive. And today, we're going to talk about why protecting your cup isn't selfish, it's survival. If we haven't met before, welcome. I'm Jen, and this is The Dead Truth, a podcast around grief and widowhood support. After losing my husband Mel, my world changed in ways I never could have imagined. Not just because he died, but because death revealed so many things I never saw coming. This isn't a podcast about death, it's about what death reveals. And if you're grieving someone you love, or you're walking beside someone who is, I hope today's conversation helps you feel a little less alone. And taking a quick but very important moment to dedicate this episode to my husband Mel. Mel, you always protected the people you loved. I'm learning since you've been gone that protecting your peace is sometimes part of surviving grief. This episode is about learning to protect ourselves, because I think you'd tell me that's exactly what I need to do. Also, just a reminder, I'm not a licensed therapist or counselor. I'm simply someone walking through grief who believes there is healing in honest conversations around loss and widowhood. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and remember, there's no right or wrong way to grieve. So this episode is episode 2 of the Dead Truth Cup series. In the first episode, I introduced a cup. I spoke about how, as widows, we feel so mentally, emotionally, and physically exhausted after losing our loved one. I related all of those ways we feel like having a cup. And that cup holds everything we have to give. Our energy, our emotions, our ability to function. How about our patience and decision making? How many of those things literally fly out the window? Navigating through them can be so rough, especially in that first year. Before loss, our cup felt full, or at least manageable. After loss, it felt like someone knocked it over, and we've been trying to figure out how to live with what's left ever since. Have you experienced this? I think one of the hardest things about widowhood is expecting ourselves to function like we did before. I know I did. For me, I think at first I didn't know what to expect or really know what kind of expectations I should have. But as I navigated through each day, I realized how much really came with the loss of Mel. I then started to realize that there was no way I could even expect myself to be who I was before, or that I could flow through my day like I did in the before. There are things I now do that I didn't do before the loss, and there are things that are now a part of the norm. Unexpected things, things that drain me, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Because from what I have heard from many, and I've definitely experienced myself, most of us don't feel like the same person anymore. There's a shift in our identity, and the way we respond to our new life is so different. What I've learned so far is that grief changed my capacity, not my worth, my capacity. And those are two very different things. So let's talk about it. What are the changes we experience as widows that have affected our capacity? The things that make us feel totally out of control at times. Our cup feels like it's being tipped over and not refilled. What I've noticed in my own grief, especially in the early months of losing Mel, and the one that leads the pack for me, is widow brain. The way grief hijacks our brain, the brain fog, the shrunken bandwidth and focus. You have nearly zero capacity for complex decision-making, socializing, or managing routine tasks. Our sleep and our eating habits are affected, and our tolerance for anything flies out the window. With loss comes an emotional overload that sometimes makes you feel so helpless. Everything feels too much at times. It feels like our life anchors are no longer secure. Living with uncertainty is not uncommon in those early months or years. No wonder why our cup seems to drain faster. Here's something I've also learned. Sometimes it isn't grief itself that's emptying our cup. It's the leaks, the things we don't even realize are draining us. Maybe it's feeling responsible for everyone else's emotions. Maybe it's answering every text immediately. Maybe it's saying yes because saying no seems selfish. Maybe it's pretending you're okay because you don't want people to worry. Little by little, drip, 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 your cup empties. Not because you haven't been trying to navigate the grief the best you could, but because you've left no room for yourself, which many of us do, despite grief. What could be some of the biggest culprits in causing our cup to leak? Overcommitting for events or responsibilities. Spending time with emotionally draining people. How about surface-level conversations or guilt-based obligations? Just constant availability. Every yes costs something. Creating boundaries, even very simple ones, can help. Boundaries don't push people away. They protect what you still have left in your cup. Just because you can carry it, especially in the early moments of your loss and grief, doesn't mean that you should. Ask yourself, what's draining me that I keep saying yes to? Okay, so let's talk about giving ourselves permission to protect ourselves. This might be the hardest lesson widowhood has taught me. I wonder if you felt this too. Here is the lesson. You are allowed to disappoint people. I know, we don't like hearing that, especially if you've spent your life taking care of everyone else. But here's the dead truth. Protecting your peace doesn't mean you love people less. It means you're finally acknowledging you matter too. Understanding your capacity in the first few months versus the second or third year is vital. So what are some examples of this? Some of these are times when you could possibly disappoint others with your decisions, or times you are recognizing what will refill and protect your cup. There's leaving early from a gathering or event, or saying not today and not having to over-explain it. Limiting exposure to draining situations or people. Muting social media for a day or two. Or resting without having to earn it. Canceling plans when you've really tried to push yourself to go, but you're just not feeling it. Allowing yourself to be flexible with these is okay. A truth drop? Protecting your cup isn't about keeping people out. It's about making sure there's still something left inside it. What is actually protecting your cup? Protecting your cup isn't just saying no. It's saying yes to the right things, Yes to rest. Yes to therapy. Yes to quiet or laughter. Yes to taking a walk or drinking enough water. Yes to sitting outside or asking for help. Yes to admitting I'm just tired. Those little yeses become protection. And the thing we don't always see about saying yes to the right things, they are productive and stop our cup from dripping. Rest is productive. Peace is productive. Silence and healing is productive. These things are keeping our cup filled and refilled. And that is a healthy, beautiful way to be on a healing path. As I thought about protecting my cup, it also made me think of fear. This part became important. I asked myself, how does fear show up in my life? Think about that for you. Does fear play a role in how you function day to day? I learned that protecting my cup didn't mean living in fear. Protecting my cup didn't mean building walls. It meant building wisdom. It meant learning where my energy grows and where it disappears. I realized that some people refill you. Some conversations refill you. Some places refill you. And others don't. And that's okay. Because not everything deserves unlimited access to your capacity, to your cup. I really want you to sit with this question as you navigate widowhood. Ask yourself, how does fear show up in my life? And decide how you can turn those fears around by discovering where your energy grows and where it disappears, and work on those. When fear rears its ugly head, give it the smackdown. Not today, fear, not today. What I've also noticed while navigating through my own grief is there's an evolution that happens, that continues to happen. An evolution of my new capacity. The way I show up because I've been protecting my cup. There's been this reorganization of self. Loss forced me to reorganize who I am and how I now show up in life. I've learned to stand a little stronger now. Not every day, not always. It's not perfect by any means, but I try. I protect myself and my cup by maybe saying no more often. I focus on spending time with people who understand my loss and who support me in the ways I need. Protecting my energy more fiercely became a must. I work every day to slow down a bit to make my life more manageable. And it's not easy, believe me. It's one aspect of my life I struggle with. Finding a balance between loss, grief, happiness or joy, relationships, home, work, just life takes time. It can be exhausting. I have a feeling you understand this. But I guess it's just taking each day at a time, focusing on the things that truly matter. And over time, this post-traumatic growth builds. Maybe our resilience grows. Possibly protecting your cup reveals unexpected strengths you never knew you had. You use your capacity, like I mentioned earlier, to focus on the things in your life that truly matter and will help you get through each day a little better. Your independence, boundary setting, and self-reflection are becoming more powerful than ever. I want to leave you with one question this week. Not 10, just one. It's a dead truth call to action. What's one thing that's draining your cup that you could have permission to put down? Maybe it's an obligation. Maybe it's guilt. Maybe it's unrealistic expectations of yourself. Whatever it is, I'd love to hear from you. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Come find me on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube at the Dead Truth Podcast. My link tree is where you can find access to everything. The link is in my bio or the comments. Leave me a comment or send me a message, because I promise you, if you're carrying it, you're probably not carrying it alone. And knowing what journey you're on as a widow not only helps me choose what I speak about on the podcast and community pages, but it strengthens our community and connection tenfold. We know things only widows know. We know exactly what each one of us is more than likely feeling on any given day. Let's keep building our community, one comment, one action, one air hug, one purple heart at a time. Thank you for supporting the podcast so far and bringing such value to our community. Every one of you matters. I see all your comments. I see you. And in this modern day of division that seems to be so popular, widowhood and supporting one another cannot be one of those divisions. Girl power all day long. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, it might be because your cup has been overextended far too long. And maybe healing starts when you stop expecting yourself to pour from an empty cup. If you've been feeling your capacity diminished or exhausted lately, I hope today helped you understand your capacity and that exhaustion a little differently. This week, protect your cup, because the people who love you don't need the version of you that does everything. They need the version of you that survives and pampers herself a little extra. And like I mentioned earlier, your independence, boundary setting, and self-reflection are becoming more powerful than ever. Remember, you are not the sad character in your own story. You are the narrator. You get to decide how this next chapter of your life is written. Until next time, take care of your heart, your mind, your body, and just do your best. And remember, in grief and in life, the truth always finds its way to the surface. That's the dead truth. See you next time.